Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello there, brothers and sisters. I want to talk about some elements and factors of the Islamic Revolution. In this course, I want to talk about Islamic Revolution Cognition. And this course, I think, needs to some session, maybe 10 or 9 sessions, inshallah. At the first session, I want to talk about the reasons of the Islamic Revolution. For introduction, you know that if we look at the story of revolutions around the world, it is clear that those have found for some important reasons. For example, if we look at the history of the big revolution of the French, which found in 1789 up to 1799, by some important reasons, for example, some economic and social reasons. Or in another revolution, for example, in Russia, 1917, had found, for example, for some important reason like the reform gap conditions and gap circumstances between Russian people. Or also if you look at the story of China's revolution, you know that China has two important revolutions. The first revolution in 1911 and the big revolution by the leader of Mao in 1949, which found for some reasons. So, by this introduction, every revolution have found for important reasons. Brothers and sisters, one of the important revolution in contemporary world is the Islamic Revolution of Iran, which found by Imam Khomeini and his partisans in 1979. This revolution has many reasons. For example, if you want research for its reasons, there was a numerous reason by the different people, different researchers, and you can find in internet websites and various opinions about Islamic Revolution in various websites. But one of the people that very important to say has reasons for Islamic Revolution is Ayatollah Khamenei. Ayatollah Khamenei in various duration of and various times, he said many reasons or different reasons for Islamic Revolution. Important reasons of the viewpoint of Ayatollah Khamenei about the Islamic Revolution. You know that Ayatollah Khamenei said the first factor and the first reason for Islamic Revolution is spreading Islam ethics in society. Ayatollah Khamenei mentioned the first reason for the Islamic Revolution about the developing morals and, for example, spreading Islamic ethics in society. He said, spreading Islamic ethics and developing good morals was one of the values. Yeah, this is an important things of the basic reasons for Islamic Revolution is about the developing and spreading Islamic ethics. The second reason is establishment of popular political system. Brothers and sisters, look at the political system of the world. If you look at the other political system around the world, except for Iranian political system, where you can find a completely popular political system that, for example, it is interesting to know that in Iranian's popular political system, the leader is elected by the people. President also is elected by the direct vote of the people. And also, the members of parliament is elected by the direct vote of the people. This is a honor for Iranian people. Ayatollah Khamenei said in this part, with the Islamic Revolution we have achieved the goal of establishing a popular system, and there is no doubt at all that the Islamic Republic is a popular system. The third reasons for the Islamic Revolution is establishing an independent system. After the Islamic Revolution, up to now, Islamic Revolution is very significant independent system around the world. The fourth factors and the fourth reason is overthrow of the aristocracy. Other reasons is freedom. Freedom. Brothers and sisters, freedoms, you know, if you want talking about the freedom, some of the people maybe ask if you, or maybe, for example, Western culture have the meaning, especially meaning of freedom. And which part of freedom you're talking about? The freedom of the Islamic Revolution is based on Islamic culture and Islamic doctrine and Islamic teachings. For example, the people of Iranian people after the Islamic Revolution have freedom of thought, freedom of expressions, freedom of decision making, or another part of freedom. Another part and another reason is preservation of Iranian culture. Preservation of Iranian culture. If you want compare this part at the preservation of Iranian people between Pahlavi Shah and after that of Islamic Revolution, you can find that Islamic Revolution to save Iranian culture, his role is very significant. The seventh reason is establishing justice. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, justice is important slogan for all the people around the world. Yeah? Islamic Revolution, as when he want to talking about the justice, he established justice because justice was the purpose of the prophets. At the first viewpoint, because justice is the purpose and the goals of prophets in all parts. Not, for example, justice in important and special parts, like, for example, in political situation or political circumstances. Not. Islamic Revolution was justice in all parts, not different between youth, not different between people or old people or etc. In all parts, works, children's, and for example in employees or all segments, establishing justice is very momentous for Iranian system, for example, in Islamic Revolution. And the eighth reasons for the Islamic Revolution is exaltation of Islam. It is enough to look at a brief look at the Islam before of Islamic Revolution, after Islamic Revolution. Islam by the Islamic Revolution is in high rank. Before of that, Islam was in the corner of the house, and for example, the Iranian people are busy for some spiritual spiritual condition just. But you can, after the Islamic Revolution, Islam go to political conditions, to social conditions, to a school, to, for example, to all parts of society. Islam enters in it because of the Islamic Revolution. And after that, there was a, excuse me, there was another reasons like building a life with dignity and elimination of poverty and discrimination. There are various reasons of the Islamic Revolution, and maybe, for example, you can find in various types, you can find the reasons of the Islamic Revolution in all the parts you can find. But this was a short reason for the Islamic Revolution. Inshallah, at the next session, inshallah, we talk about another part of Islamic Revolution and another part of Islamic cognition, inshallah. Thank you, dear brothers and sisters. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.